what A told them, and how much responsibility is you to understand what B is telling you to do, and how much responsibility is for B's. And then you switch and you say, okay, A tells B something, and B gets upset. Whose responsibility is it that B got upset?
Well, I mean, it's a special day here. Coming to West Point, you're on hallowed grounds, and coming to speak at the Center for Enhanced Performance, the CEP, which is essentially the cradle of sports psychology in the world. To have the privilege to come speak here today is very, very special for me.
Dr. Mark McLaughlin, he's a renowned neurosurgeon, author. His voice, his knowledge, his years of experience are highly sought after. Just soak it in. And without any further ado, Dr. Mark McLaughlin, thank you.
To be able to distill my 25, 30 years of learning neurosurgery and practicing neurosurgery, combined with my experience as a wrestling coach and a former collegiate wrestler, and to be a person who was with Dr. Nate Zinzer as young as a teenager, and to be able to have 4 decades with him as my mentor, it really is a wonderful opportunity for me to share and synthesize for these cadets what I've learned over those years, and hopefully give them some skills that accelerate their learning and their ability to perform at high levels, because they're going to have very demanding, high-stress jobs that they need to get done well, and people's lives depend on them. Very similar to neurosurgery.
So I'm reflecting it. That's called the dura. That's the bluish membrane. It covers the brain. We're making a nick in the dura, and we're opening it up, and there's
the neat part of this talk is when I start talking about brain surgery, I tell them, I say, I know that it seems to you that what I do is very different than what you do, but you're in a life and death business as well, and you're in a service industry as well. And so there's a lot that we have in common, a lot of things that I need to rely on, you need to rely on, and that is, our awareness of what's around us, our awareness of what our inner world is, and how we need to perform despite what's happening going on around us. My boss, Dr. Janetta, I trained at the University of Pittsburgh. The first time I met him, he was under the microscope operating on somebody's brainstem. And it was a totally tense moment for me, and for him, he was humming. He was humming. And as he was humming, he was like, Mark, never cut what you can't see. And I thought about that, and I've thought about that for years and years since he taught me that lesson. And it's a great allegory for life. To be able to be coming here for now 15 years, it's really given me a chance to improve my performance and share with the cadets what I've learned over those years. There are certainly some major milestones for me. One is the completion of my book, Cognitive Dominance, which actually the genesis of which came from me telling stories here at West Point at the Center for Enhanced Performance. I came years ago early on just sharing experiences and asking them to draw the parallels in their lives and in their careers. But as it went forward, I had the privilege of meeting my co-writer, Sean Coyne, and Sean helped me stitch together many of these stories into a coherent thesis on how to dismantle fear. And that's what the book is all about. How a neurosurgeon who faces many life and death decisions. We estimate that a neurosurgeon makes 30,000 life and death decisions in their career. And how do we go about making those decisions? How do we parse out what's critical, what's important, and what's not important when we make those decisions? And how do we live beyond those decisions and not be paralyzed by them, not be haunted by them, to actually grow stronger? In Nassim Taleb's word, how do we become anti-fragile? Or what I say is, how do we become unburnoutable as doctors, as people of service? How do you become unburnoutable? You become unburnoutable by integrating everything that happens to you, everything that happens in your experience, everything that comes upon you while you're performing, integrating that into your performance, into how you do, and not worrying about what others think of you, not worrying about what you think of others, eliminating that judgmentalness, eliminating that fear and just being yourself out there. It's critically important as we perform for high performers. And so for me to be able to transfer some of those seeds, some of those thoughts to these young cadets is truly an honor for me. That's mastery of your future, your effectiveness as a leader, as a person, as a wrestler. It's a privilege to speak with you. Thank you.